everyone, this is Rachel, and this is my Presentation 3 Comprehensive Research Demo video. So the first thing that we need to do is to log into Westlaw, which I've already done, and then I'm going to choose the New York jurisdiction. And then under the Tools tab on the Browse, I'm going to click on the West Key number system. And the West Key number system, it is the most comprehensive and widely used indexing system for case law issues. And the digest topics, which are all of these different topics listed, it helps you find cases on a specific legal issue or topic, and they are listed in alphabetical order here on Westlaw. And so the topic I chose to use is the mental health topic, just because I find cases that deal with mental health very interesting. And so now I'm going to scroll down to the subtopic, Disabilities and Privileges of Mentally Disordered Persons. And I'm going to choose the In General subtopic. And so what is shown on the screen are 16 relevant cases that deal with disabilities and privileges in general under the mental health topic. And these results are sorted by topic and then date, but you can change that to the topic and then most cited. And then a headnote, which is shown right here under the case name, it is a summary of the case that is found at the beginning of the opinion, and it usually lists the main issues of the case. And the document preview, which is under the headnote, it is also a summary of the case, and it shows how the case is related to the topic and subtopics that you searched for. And so now I'm going to change the jurisdiction from New York to Texas, and then search. So this is the same search, the mental health, disabilities and privileges in general. Now we are just in the jurisdiction of Texas instead of New York. And so I'm going to show you how you can search or how you can filter the date. And that's over here on the left hand side. And I'm going to do all dates after 2001. And so here are two cases that showed up, and they're both from after 2001. And now I'm going to undo that filter, which is up here at the top. And I'm going to filter again by jurisdiction. So I'm going to filter it to only show up the cases from the Court of Appeals in Texas. And here are the three cases that are all from the Court of Appeals. I'm going to click on this first case, Bennett versus Miller. And so what this did, it just went down to the headnotes that deal with the disabilities and privileges in general. And so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to click on the head note number 5, and I'm going to show you how to quote a sentence correctly and also how to cite the case correctly using the pin note. So I'm going to cite this, or I'm going to quote the sentence right here. I'm going to copy with reference and then go over to Microsoft Word and paste. And so just to verify that this is the right case citation, it starts out with the case name, Bennett versus Miller, and that is correct. And then this whole section right here, it shows us that at the top, it's volume 137 from the Southwestern Reporter, the 3rd edition, and on page 894. So that is correct. And it's from the Court of Appeals in Texas, and the year decided 2004, and that is also correct. So now we have to put the quotation marks around the sentence, and then add parentheses, and then a period. So that is how you can cite a section from the case, and that is also how to cite the case name correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to change the jurisdiction to South Dakota. And up here on the search bar, I'm going to change it to all content, because if I don't, it's only going to pull up information about disabilities and privileges under mental health. So I changed that to all content. And now I'm going to explain how to use the basic terms and connectors. So the first one is the AND connector. So I'm going to type death and child. And this is going to pull up all cases that have the word death and child in the case. So as you can see, it has death and child. So next, I'm going to show you how to use the /s connector. I'll call /s minor, and this is going to pull up all cases that have alcohol and minor within the same sentence. So as you can see, the minor and alcohol, that is in the same sentence of this case. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the /p, assault /p, knife, and this is going to pull up all cases that have assault and knife within the same paragraph. So assault and knife, they are both in the same paragraph in this case. The next term and connector is /n. So I'm going to search felon /n gun, or /6 gun. This is going to pull up all cases that have the word felon within 6 words of gun. So here's gun, and it is within 6 words of felon. And the gun and felon, it can be in any order, it doesn't matter, because as you can see here, gun is first, and here felon is found first. Next is the parentheses. So I'm going to use arson with fire in parentheses. And this is going to pull up cases that either use the word arson, fire, or both. So as you can see, fire's use is found several times in this case, as well as arson. The same with this case, fire and arson. Next, the quotation marks. So I'm going to put the phrase negligent driving in quotation marks. So the quotation marks will pull up the exact phrase that you're searching for, negligent driving. So as you can see, it has found the phrase negligent driving in these cases. Now the root expander, I'm going to use DRIV exclamation point. This is going to find all words that have the root DRIV in any ending. So here's driving, driven, drivers, driver. So as long as it has the root DRIV, it will pull up all of those words with different endings. Now the last term and connector I'm going to show is the universal character. So I'm going to use DR asterisk NK. So this will show all words that have the DR NK, and the asterisk, it can be used as any letter. So here there's drunk, drank, drinks. So that character where the star is, it can be any letter that it will find. So now I'm going to show you one research feature that has not been covered already in this video. I'm going to go up to my folders and go to the Rachel's research folder. I'm going to go to the complaint research. So here are all the cases found in this folder that I used, as well as statutes. So over here on the right, it has a folder analysis and 10 recommended documents. So I find this very helpful because it pulls up all of these cases that are relevant to my complaint research. And so lastly, now that I have finished my last research presentation for this class, I'm going to go eat because I'm very hungry and I have not eaten all day. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful.